Alright guys, today I believe is September 9th. We're out at public land. I decided to come out and check some trail cameras today. We got tons of rain moving in. It's been raining for the past 2 days straight. We got the remnants of Hurricane Gordon rolling through the Ohio area, and it has just been a constant rain and it hasn't stopped. But I got a little bit of a break in the rain. I even got a cold, but I shouldn't even be out here. But you know what? I want to check these cameras. We got 3 weeks till the season opens up, and I want to know what's going on them. I haven't checked them in about a week and a half. I know it's not that long, but on public land, I set a couple of them pretty low. So anyways, I don't know. Rolling in to public land, there's a dead deer laying here. Check it out real quick. I don't know how long it's been here, if it's younger deer, but I hate seeing any deer hit, but especially on public land. It's stiff, so it's been there a while, but young doe. Looks like, small as its head is, it might even be a fawn. Sad to see, but alright, well, we're gonna get back in here and check some cameras, and I'll let you guys know what's on them too. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe right there. Hit that subscribe button. Appreciate it, guys. Good luck to all y'all, and let's see what's on these cameras. Alright guys, trying to be real quiet back here. The reason why I picked this spot was mainly because there's a lot of acorn crops in here. I hunted this 2 years in a row now. First year I had my stand stolen out of here, had it locked up and everything, but that's another thing. It's kind of an overlooked area in a sense, because we're probably only 250 yards, maybe 300 yards from the actual main parking area here at the public land, and from the road we're maybe 150. So I did have a few pictures of people in here, not this year, but last year, and there's not a whole lot of activity, but it's kind of that early season time frame. You get a lot less people until like the rut and gun season per se. So we're gonna go ahead and check this camera. Hopefully there's something on it. That's one thing too. I don't like these stealth cameras myself. I'm a fan of the Wildgame innovations, but it's another reason why I kind of put this thing down low, is because personally, if it got stolen, it wouldn't bother me. I hate to say that, but it's just one of those cameras I don't have a lot of success with, and the picture quality is pretty bad. But I hate to, I don't know. It's just my personal opinion on that, but I mean, I hate to bash stealth cameras and stuff like that. Maybe it's just this camera in general, but I'll try out a few other ones. That way it's not so biased in a sense. But enough rambling on. Let's see what these pictures look like, and hopefully there's some deer on there. So let's go and check it out. And something I forgot to mention too, I like checking my cameras and setting up stands anytime I'm in the woods, especially when it's getting close to deer season, or even during deer season when I'm messing around and not hunting. I like to come out here in the rain, because that washes away a lot of your scent. And another thing you see me doing out there is I was bringing out the wind indicator. I was checking the wind, because even though it's not deer season, I still like to keep my scent out of the main area, even though like right now it's kind of swirling with this hurricane. It's kind of back and forth. It's you never know what it's going to exactly do, but I'd like to try to keep my scent down the best that I can, no matter when, or no matter what time of the year it is, or what's going on in the season. So alright, I just want to throw that in there just so you guys get an understanding on why I'm out here while it's raining. So let's check this. I'm not seeing any deer pictures scrolling through there. So you can kind of see here, might be hard to tell on the camera, but I mean the pictures aren't too terrible, but they're still not the best. They're pretty grainy. I think this is like a 7 megapixel, and my 7 megapixel Wildgame innovation cameras are way better. So I don't think there's any deer on this one. You can see here I put this out on the 24th of August, and there's absolutely no pictures on this. So we're gonna go ahead and pull the camera. Yeah, there's nothing. that's a shame there, but it happens. So let's go ahead and we're gonna go to this other spot here, and hopefully we got something on the Wildgame. All right, as you can see here, we made it into the next area. These deer bed really close in here. Once again, this is about 350 yards from the road, and I'd say from the parking lot it's close to a mile. Alright, as you can see here, I don't know how well you can see it, but I checked it on, or I put it out on the 24th. At 4:30 there was already a bunch of deer on here. Look at that. Looks like a buck. Hard to tell there, but same day, 8 o'clock. The doe. Check the time. This thing would move off there. 12 o'clock in the morning. The doe. Tons of does moving through. There's kind of daytime. 8 p.m. Real late. Lots of does moving through. It seems like it'd be a good evening spot. Yeah, that's really not too bad at all. I mean, for 119 pictures, that's really good. So, I mean, we got quite a few daytime and about a 50-50 mixture of day and night, so I wouldn't see why setting up here on opening morning to harvest it, or even opening evening, really. A lot of evening pictures, but I think opening day might be able to harvest a doe out of here. So we got one more camera to check. It's a haul to get over there, but I'm going to head over there. Alright, we're in here checking the last camera of the day, and you can hear it, rain is starting to come down pretty good now. I keep watching the lens to make sure I'm not getting water on it, but got in here. I got this camera set up a little bit high to keep it out of eyesight, because it's in an area that is known for sometimes a lot of people. So a little bit about this area though, there's pretty much bedding all around me. Even walking in off this horseman's trail, I actually ran into a deer. I must have walked right past it and didn't even know it. So a lot of times they'll come out of this hardwoods, eating acorns, and walk through this grass open area. You got bedding over here behind the camera. There's like a little, kind of like a ridge that goes down, and it's like a ditch that funnels down into another bedding area. And then in front of me here is the crop field. So it's in a nice little area. There's actually even a fence that runs down through the area where it breaks off into kind of like a walnut hardwoods area to the thicket. So it's like that transition area. There's a fence running right down it. So it makes this area really good. This is where I harvested my doe on opening morning of last year. Once again, go check out that video. Link in the description down below. And we're rocking the wind indicator again. Let's see where our wind's going. So our scent's pretty good right now. It's staying out of this main bedding area. I'm trying to be nice and quiet because once again, this is one of those areas that can hold a lot of big deer. So it's back in here quite a ways too. So let's go ahead and check this camera. We got rain on it. So I'm gonna run through this one pretty quick. So if there's any like good buck pictures or anything like that, I'll go ahead and save them and then throw them up on the screen. So let's see what happens here. Alright guys, I'm back out at the public land. Today is September 11th. And I'm up kind of doing a little bit of scouting, and I'm also of course hanging a couple trail cameras. Right now I'm in the area I hunted a little bit last year, way in the back. Trying to get away from people. It's kind of like a creek crossing. There's also an old fence that runs right through here, and you can see it run all the way down. So it pretty much funnels these deer down all the way down the fence row, and then the fence is down, in one area, and then I'll show you the creek crossing, and it is absolutely wore down. A lot of doe tracks. I didn't see any big tracks, but I know a lot of times once these bucks shed their velvet, they'll go ahead and move to the back because of a lot of pressure from hunters moving in, of course, in early season and all year round. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you the camera setup here. It's right here behind me. I'm using the Wildgame Innovations. This is the Cloak 7, so it's a 7 megapixel. And kind of open it up here. It's a really nice camera. I like these Wildgame Innovations. I hear good and bad about them, but in my personal opinion of them, they're really pretty good. I'll kind of go through the settings again real quick. The time. It's super easy to set up, and then you got your pictures. When you go through the time, press enter. It'll give you your hour, your minute, the date, of course, and then the year. So, and that's it. That's all you got to do. I already got it positioned. A lot of times too, I like to keep them around waist level. Anywhere I set them up, that normally is about where you want them. So, only thing about this one too, the bungee cord ended up breaking last year, so it was real cold and it froze, and I tried to pull on it and it snapped. So, but now we got that set up. I'm gonna leave it out till I'll probably check it. I'll check all my cameras out here at public land maybe the day before opening day. I actually might check these ones back in here that are way in the back a little bit sooner in case I got to get a stand in here and stuff like that. Up front I'm using climbers, so that ain't no big deal. So I just kind of wanted to run through the Wildgame Innovation camera that I use, the Cloak brand, or the Cloak series, I guess you could say. I don't know. I really don't know anymore. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. I don't want to stick around in here too long, and trying to leave as least amount of scent as possible, of course. So I'm gonna go show you the creek crossing real quick, and we'll get out of here. All right, back over here is where I just hung the camera. I had a tree stand back here up in these trees last year. I actually seen some deer out of there. No big bucks, but it was a lot of smaller deer. If you look, I mean, this sucker is wore down, then it goes right across, and of course goes right up through there and goes out. But they come right up here, and like I said, those trees right up there I had a stand in last year. I plan on doing it again this year. They come right up here by this dead tree, and then they walk down, and you can see all the tracks in it. A lot of doe tracks and stuff right now. But alright, try and stay quiet here because it's getting pretty late, but I just got the other trail camera up on this actual creek. You can see it's actually a pretty nice view up through here, and there's the camera right there. But trying to get him on that creek crossing again, and hopefully it works out. I think this is going to be the last camera of the day. If I see any deer driving home or anything like that, of course, I'll throw them in a little bit of a B-roll action at the end of this video. I guess I'll just hunt Porta John this year. Fine with me?